Hey guys, I am starting a mixing the canvas here. Not sure where I'm going to go with it, but I'm just getting my canvas a little wet. Gonna pop on a little gesso here and get going. And you're welcome to hang out. See what I'm up to. Things first, we're gonna get a little gesso on there. I'm gonna make sure that I've already sanded this, so kind of missed that part, but here we go. We're gonna put it on there. Okay, I'm gonna get some canvas going here. Just a little. There we go. I like putting on just down because it's a little bit. Sometimes it just really just isn't that. Doesn't always have a really great layer. Although this is a really good canvas. This one should, but I don't know. I'm just a little extra insurance. This is a Fredericks, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I'll just do it anyway. It's just kind of a habit. I always like to spray a little bit of water on there before. It kind of helps get the canvas stretched a little bit, and then we'll pull back. And it also helps get the pull the gesso into the canvas, I think, a little bit more too. So that's what I'm doing. Just working on it a little bit. So for now, it's just white. So we're a little bit white here so far. I'm just trying to get this primed here. There we go. So basically, when I get a canvas, I just like to. Oops, that's one thing about these cheapy brushes. They're great to get a lot of surface area covered at once. But even the good ones, this isn't a good one. It's kind of a cheapy one, but even the good ones will shed a little bit here now and then. I'm trying to get me some gesso on the surface here. I'm just using the Michael's gesso. I'm not making this for anybody. This is actually for my house. I think I'm going to do a turtle. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I would kind of like to do like a sea turtle maybe. Let's see here. It's just kind of hanging out. Just kind of hanging out. I just want to do a canvas. I haven't done one in quite a while, so I'm all for this. I don't really want to do a cord. I want to do mixed media. I kind of like the idea of just getting. I'm doing the edges right now. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. I like to paint my edges too. Because a lot of times, if you just paint to the really edge, I've seen quite a few paintings that have just had actually cracked and whatnot, and and not only does it take out the edge, but it also takes out part of the face too, which isn't good. So I like to paint all the way around the edges. At the very least, with the primer, I don't necessarily do it all the way around for everything, but I certainly do with my gesso. I think it's important. Definitely don't want anything coming undone or anything. And this one will probably be framed. This isn't a thick one, so I'm just hanging out here. And this one will probably get framed, but if it doesn't, I will still have my edges done either way. So it is nice to kind of pull it all the way around the edges, I think, especially just because it adheres better, I think, to the. I think it adheres a little better on the edges to the canvas as well, because the edges, they're where the canvas is taut and hold on it. So I think it's a good idea to get a little bit of adhesion over on the edges too, and just pull it all the way around. Which you probably can't see, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. So if you just came in, I'm just trying to get this canvas primed, which probably isn't the most interesting in the world, but it is a necessary step. At least I didn't, sit here for half an hour with me sanding the prior prior layer of gesso I definitely like to get my edges done here, so that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to pull this up and around. I'm going to lose part of this on here. I'm going to it's up here, and then I smooth it off on the top too, so it kind of adheres and comes all the way around. And I think that's so important. Get your canvas all primed. So I'm just hanging out and doing a project because I need to do one. I haven't done a canvas in, like, it's been quite a while since I've done one. And what I usually do is put a couple coats on. It already has like 3 coats of the manufacturer's gesso on there, but I think it's 3 for Frederick's. I believe some do 2, some do 3. I think Frederick's just 3. I'm not sure. And I already tossed the packaging for it, so I don't know. I don't have any stretchers in it. It seems to be pretty taut the way it is, although I might add them later. We'll see. Stretchers are those little either wood or plastic little bits that nobody seems to know what to do with them, and they don't know what they are. They're kind of stuck to the back of the canvas when you buy the canvas. A lot of people don't know what to do with those, but that's what they're for. They're canvas stretchers. And I've seen people even on video just toss them. I'm like, oh my gosh, no! And then they have a canvas that didn't stretch real well, and then they wonder why. It's like, oh no, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. I'm just gonna play with this and get some kind of background going here. There we go. That should do that. Let's see here. A little bit more through here. Yeah, if you can see kind of a dull color when you're doing your, dull color through your layer of gesso, then it's usually good to hit it with another coat. And I'm going to let that sit and dry for just a little bit. And take my brush and pop it in some water. Close my gesso. And I'll get something on there. Okay, here we go. I'll just stick that in there. And we'll give this a minute and then we'll let it get going. I wonder what I did with that. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's see here. I think I'm going to hit it with some blue. Let me see. Okay, we're going to hit this with, let's see. I kind of want to do this turquoise, golden turquoise. I kind of like that color. I'm going to streak it with a little bit of white too. Some titanium white going here. As well, I got a little bit left in there. I'll just open another tube here. Let's see here. Even kick some brown in that. I don't know. I do not know, but I definitely want to get some stuff going here. So I can scoot this over, but that's kind of. I was where you could see that I kind of moved my camera up a little bit. I'm kind of glad that I did. As just a 3-inch elevation on that made a big difference as to what you can see and what you can't see. So let's see. I don't think you can see with the canvas this big. This is pretty good size canvas. I think this is a 16 by 24. I think. But here I'm just putting a little titanium white there. I'm sure I'm going to need more than that. Yeah, I think I might do kind of a brownish background. I don't know. If there were people in here, I would ask you what you got. I don't see anybody, so I'm just going to go with it. I think I'm just going to do the raw sienna. Because I think I'm going to save the turquoise for the turtle. And I really want him to stand out, so let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with a little bit of raw sienna here. I'll squirty out some of that, and we'll get that, and we'll start working that into the canvas. I'm even going to work it right into the gesso, because it does have those fire leaves of gesso, and it will kind of help it all bind together before the day's done here. So we're going to I'm going to just start it with the big brush, and if that looks a little too big, I'll just change it. I'm just kind of hanging out here. I'm going to get my brush a little wet here. Work this in. Let's see what we got here. Now I'm using like a raw sienna and some titanium white here, so I'll get a little variance. I'm going to load my brush like that, and I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of a thing here. Oh, you guys got bumped a little bit. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's not too bad. Hopefully I'm not giving you guys a swimmy little headache or anything here. But, here we go. There we go. I don't want to unmix it too much. This is what it looks like. For bigger paintings, I use, these little silicone ashtrays things, and they're great. I guess they're an ashtray, or maybe they're a paint tray. I don't know. They're a paintbrush tray, but anyway, I like them. They work really good. I like that a lot. And I don't want to mix my paints up too much, but I don't want to have a little streaky. I don't want, white so much, and I don't want, that one color, like raw sienna kind of thing going on. I might actually put some little burnt sienna in here too, as I work my way down. I'm just gonna kind of do I like it enough. This works good for this this layer here. I got about the right amount of paint here too. It doesn't really take a lot of paint, as much as you'd think. I think when people start painting, I think they tend to use too much paint, and even still, even if you've been painting for a while, you can still use too much paint. I know I have a tendency to do that, but I do like working really wet too. I do like to work very, very wet, so that's kind of a thing with me. There we go. Let's get this little kind of a basket weave kind of thing going on here a little bit. I need a little more here. I like it a little bit that white coming through without it being too overpowering. Kind of like that a little bit. There we go. No, I think I need a little bit more raw sienna here. We'll see. I might be able to get by with what I got in there right now. If I add a little more, it wouldn't be much more at all anyway. Not much more. Bring this on down, this on down. I may just let's see. I might be able to get by with that. Let's see. There we go, like that. There we go. I really want that. Okay, I didn't have to go back in for any more. Well, I kind of like that for background. I like how it's darker at the top, which is actually, I believe, your bottom there. Let's see if I can pull that up. You can see it. I see it's a little bit darker there. A little bit darker towards the bottom, towards your end, towards your bottom, my top. But either way, that works pretty good. Okay, I'm going to rinse that brush out. I got some other brushes already in my water from doing something else earlier today. I have to stick those in the cup. But let that kind of take a look at it, see if there's any places I want to do anything to. I don't like it not. That looks pretty neat. There we go. Oh, and this is my fancy palette. If you guys haven't seen, it's just a foam tray. I got a whole bunch of these. I think I got 50 or 100 of them for a buck or two, I think, at Big Lots. I don't know how many have Big Lots made, but that's all it is. Nothing too fancy schmancy. When you're doing a big canvas, now if you're doing a lot of detail, it's good to have a, it's nice to have a paint locker where you can mix your paints on palette paper and mix it later, but this is just one for me, and if I do like a mix or something and don't do it like 100%, I won't be too worried about it. Okay. I'm going to do a small one too. I'm going to let this one dry for a bit, simply because it's going to take a minute or two. Oh, well, I'm going to find a place to put this bad boy. Okay, then I'm going to drop another one in here so I can scoop that down a little more and get it kind of centered for you guys. Here we go. All right, this one's got my big one's got to sit and dry for a bit. Oh, times like these, and you wish you had like a couple more easels and a few more hands too. Okay, I need to found a spot for it. Like right there. Let that bad boy sit. Whoa, oops. Okay, I think I found me a good spot for it. Hopefully it will stay there and not get too crazy on us. Alright, get my hands off a little bit. There we go. And then if you've rinsed your brush off one, especially these bigger brushes, you know, I mean there's other paints in there, but those are dried out. This cup gets reused and reused and whatnot for a bit. But I'm gonna hit this one with some Gesso. It's like somebody started drawing something on this one, but that's okay. We're just gonna change it up. The whole thing. I'm gonna rinse this brush real quick, and that way we'll have here. Now I got the background, so I don't know if you guys can see it on here, but it looks like somebody is drawing like the beginnings of a face or something in there. I don't know what that was, but yeah, that's not mine. It might have been students or something. I'm not sure. Probably. So I'm gonna go in and yeah, before you know, if you're gonna take a brush that's been rinsed and whatnot, you know, just take a paper towel and dry it off before you put it in your thing. If you live in an area in your gesso or any paints, you know, anything, but if you live in an area where it's really wet and damp all the time, you probably are going to want to either just use another brush. And that's Sylvester. Hi, Sylvester. What's up, boy? Oh my goodness. Are you going to talk to everybody on YouTube? Are you talking to everybody on YouTube? So I'm just hanging out. Here we go. And so this wanted to say hello, I suppose. Oh, I probably should have wetted this canvas. It's got it's a little bit loose in this corner right here. Oh, that's okay though. I think it'll firm up on me here. Hi, sweetie. My goodness. Holy cow. Hello. I'm just kind of got a thing going on. I'm gonna hit the edges here real quick. This one should actually dry quicker. It's a smaller canvas. I tend to not put just on as thick when I'm doing a smaller canvas. I just want to make sure it's got a good layer on there, especially a canvas that's been sitting around. This one's been sitting around for a long time. I think I found it in a drawer or something. Wasn't quite sure how it got there. I'm like, oh, okay, who knows. But this is going to dry a lot quicker than the other one, I think. That other one's got pretty thick layer just on there, and I put paint right above it. I do try to get these edges, try to bring it around like that. Just because that way you know it's got a good cut on there and you know it's not gonna chip off or whatever. If it gets bumped or something, it's not gonna give any problems there. I try to do that and just smooth it out on the edge. So there we go. I'm just prepping these. And that one's got the background started. I'm probably going to work the background right into this gesso too. I think it'll be fine. I just want to get some of that, there's a little bit of titanium white in the gesso. And what it does is it helps seal things and whatnot. Helps seal it, and it kind of gets it, kind of, it seals it, and it helps it grip onto the canvas a bit more. So just a little bit more here, I think. We got it. Now we can start painting. Yay! Painting or putting stuff on. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play. Let's see what I can do. See, this canvas got a little bit of a depth thing going right there. Here we go. Yeah, I just like having that layer of titanium white there so that it can we can seal that up really good. And oh, you know what? I got a corner here. I'm not liking. This is one of the things I was talking about on this corner right here, the whole corner there. It seems that it, like, I'm going to have to wipe this out, which kind of sucks. I'm going to pull this out and dip in this corner. I don't need a whole lot more, but this corner right here, it is not adhering. This one I did not sand, and I can tell the difference. This is certainly not a Frederick's canvas at all. And you got to be careful when you're going back. You don't want to get bubbles in your gesso. They're sitting there, and I've got a few there, but you know, I hit them with a heat gun. It should come right out. And I've got a couple areas in here. I can see that the gesso's, yeah, I probably should have sanded this one, but that's okay. That's okay. And I probably should have stretched it too because I got a little in there, but yeah, this is just a play one. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just playing. Here we go. All right. Come out, eyeball it, make sure we're good. Okay. Yeah, when it starts getting tacky, you don't want to touch it anymore. You want to leave it alone. Let it dry. If you do touch it and you go, oops, it's tacky, then you know, pull some stuff up. No biggie. You can just kind of let it go. I think what I might do is do a smaller version of what I've got going on the other canvas and just use a smaller brush. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I could do a test run on this canvas and then do the other. So here we go. Some titanium white. Oh, that's right. I can move this back over here. I use that brush. This a little bit of titanium white, and get me some. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna do some acrylic. I want to just kick this thing up a little bit. Yeah, I'm doing a big color. I usually use these. Things. It's not going to hurt to have a little bit of that raw umber in there. Or Russian, I mean, not raw umber. And it should be good. I just want to make sure I'm in frame here. Oh, there, we're in frame. Okay. Yeah, I got a little gesso on me. No biggie. That's one thing I don't apologize for is having hands that are covered in goop, because I'm always covered in goop, pretty much. So, if you're doing artwork, you're gonna get covered in stuff. So this is whoa. Oh, that was picking up stuff. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought I had something on my brush there. I forget. That's one of the problems using something colored like this, because I set my brush down, it pulled all that up, and it's just the color of my brush tray. So yeah, I was like, whoa, what's that? I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not worried about getting a little of that in there. No biggie. But you can see, I mean, these cheapy brushes, they will leave some stuff. And this is not a cheap brush, but that's kind of a in-between brush. This is a brush that kind of gets used for everything. I've had this for at least 40 years. It's an old brush. But I just kind of want to get something just loud and pink, just because I might even do some stuff in my journal with this. So we'll see. Oh, I got a little biggie in there from some prior paint that was in there. And this is the Pro Paints. This is my Liquitex Professional. So this stuff goes a long way. And because it's got a lot of pigment in it, but I like that. Liking that pink. I'm gonna start laying this down. I kind of like doing the crisscross thing. I might do something different here. I'm just gonna start something different, just because I can, and that's fun. I'll pick up some more of that. That's that quinacridone magenta. That might work a little. Like maybe some of the. Let me see. Probably a yellow blue, maybe. You don't want to use ultramarine because it'll dull it down. Or, ultramarine might be okay, but not cerulean. Cerulean's got that little bit of yellowish tinge. So I'll use a phthalo blue. Here we go. I'll kick some phthalo blue into this too. I think that'll look neat. Get some purpley going on here. Why not? Let's see. Down in there. One thing you got to be careful of if you're if you're dropping paint from a tube into a place where there's already paint, you want to make sure it doesn't pick anything else up here, because you can make quite a mess if you do that. I'm going to kick a little bit on that, so I just scraped it up on the edge because I'm not using the palette, but it's okay. I'm going to kick a little bit of that blue into here and start working that in. Let's see how that goes. Here we go. I'm just going to mix it right on the canvas. I think that'll be kind of neat. Let's see. Kick some more of this blue in over here and get that more of a purple hue. And then I'm going to start doing the. I need a little bit more white in there. I'm trying not to get, not to get up. That is raw sienna, I think. Or, yeah, raw sienna in there. It's, I really like that quinacridone magenta. It's really a neat color to make around us. There we go. I got a little boogie in there. Before I had some paint in here. Or not paint, but it was actually some Mod Podge that dried before, and I thought I got it all out, but I clearly didn't, though, because there's still some in there. And I just want to get it on the canvas first, and then we'll start playing with it. Like I said, this is an old brush. It's pretty thrash, but for backgrounds, it just works fine. So here we go. I was trying to get some paint on there. Oh. There we go. I want to pick up some more of that magenta. I really like that color. I like having that really bright magenta color on there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go through and really kick it up. Here we go. Now we're going to work some stuff in here. I don't want to overmix it. I just want to get it so it's gonna. So yeah, pick up a little bit more magenta. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I can pick up some blue. I didn't really pick up this blue here. There we go. Start kicking some blue into this. Oh, a little too much. Okay, let's kick some more white into there. Let's see here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to lighten that up. That's a little bit too much. Who knows? I might turn that into something. Who knows? Let's see. And when you do a picture, you're also going to want to give your, here we go, give your other things that you're painting in here the same kind of a background there. Or, I mean, on the things you're painting, you want to pick up those background colors because that's kind of how the background colors come about. They're more from, oh, there we go. That's still a match. Oh, wow, that was really, yeah, that phthalo blue is really stout stuff. I mean, it's really showing its colors there. So let's kick a little magenta in there. I'm just going to play around. Just playing, and this is how you usually end up with too much color, is you're just playing. But I definitely need some more white in there. Gotta have more white. That's important. I'm just gonna drop it right into there. Go like that, because I don't want that on my. I don't want to get that contaminated. Although there's not a whole lot in here, I don't know that it matter a whole lot because I'm not going to be using that a whole lot longer. There we go. Put some in there red. And let's see if we can dial this back a little. Oh, okay. Yeah, whoa, definitely need some more white there. Yeah, I mean, even though I know that phthalo blue is an overpowering color, I still tend to get in the mix with it because I always end up mixing too much because when I'm not used to, that really crazy overmix. It does, I mean, it's just a really powerful pigment. And it can and will overpower everything that you throw at it if you let it. Here. I'm kind of liking that. Okay, I like that a little better. Get that streaky thing going on. I'm going to darken it up as I go down her. Well, that's a little bit much. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Okay. There we go. That's looking like going on. Although I kind of want some of that magenta in there. Yeah, I think I'll kind of leave it where it's at. Let me get some of this on the edges here, just because this is my background. Get this up a notch. Woo. Okay. Put that in here, and I'll give it a brush stroke like that. I like to kind of have my brush strokes go all the way off. That way we don't have any spots to do. I don't have any stuff to fill in. I don't have any edges for it to break off of here. There we go. I'll get these edges real quick. Don't have to, but I like to. Load them up here. Make sure when you do your edges, if you get a little ridge, like I got a little bit of a ridge going here, and you just take a brush and just go the same direction you were going before. And just touch it, just a tad. It's a little darker than I'm care for right there. There we go. Kind of more pink than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. There we go. I'll let that one dry for a little bit. And then wipe off the brush. A lot of times you end up with a lot of paint on your brush, and I know this is a thrash brush. I'm like, yes, it's been left in cups many times, so it is what it is. But make sure you're going to wipe that off. And if you really have that much, it's probably best to just get a paper towel and wipe it off, because you're going to, or if you got another project, you can toss it out or whatever, and you can do that. Wipe that off really good. And I've got most of the paint out. That way you're not just going through a crud load of water to rinse it out. There we go. And I'll stick that in the water. I'll let that sit for a little bit, and we'll come back to it in a minute. There I go. I'm going to pause that a bit, I think, if I can. I wonder if I can do that. Let's see. Let me see. We're going to let that go for a minute. I guess I'm probably just gonna let it dry. Make some skins in there. It works. We're gonna let this one dry for a little bit, and I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be right back. What's this? Oh wow! I got special effects in here. Holy crap! What's up?
I'm just making some lunch.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna do bean and cheese burritos.
Oh, would you eat all the rest of the stuff that was already being?
Hmm?
Did you eat all the rest of that was already being? Wow, I didn't know you could do special effects on YouTube. I'm streaming right now, just FYI. So just a hangout one. It's not like it's a class or anything. Just hanging out. Let me see. I think I'm gonna. I'll just let it sit a little bit.
Okay, there's another.
That's the lid for that one. I can't even lid. No.
Yeah, there's just a lid inside of a lid that's dirty.
Oh, I did not know that was dirty. Oops. I think the lid was on it. I just assumed that somebody washed it. Okay. Yeah, let's see.